this little presentation because I believe that the Small Business Center is very important to all of us. So, Kyle, he's going first. Okay. Okay. I don't know anything. Okay. We do have a projector.
Okay, no problem.
Well, thank you, Sandra, for that warm welcome. Okay, I'll start it. Thank you, Trey. All right. Thank you, Sandra, for that warm welcome. And thank you, everyone, for having me today to speak about our Small Business Center. As she mentioned, I'm Kyle Burwell. I'm the Dean of Business and Industry Solutions at Vance Granville Community College. So, as yeah, here's, of course, the overview. And I have a projector. I'll just use do this. Okay. Oh, Mercy. Good. Okay. So this week also, ironically, is of course National Small Business Week. And so I'm excited to be able to present to you today, but also be presenting during National Small Business Week, which is April 30th to May 6th of 2023. Oh. Okay. Some of you may or may not know this. The state of North Carolina has a small business center network. It serves all 100 counties. And it is staffed with subject matter experts that support all of the small business centers at the community colleges across the state. There are 58 community colleges serving the 100 counties. There's 58 small business centers that are in the network. So again, all of the community colleges have a small business center director. And so all of those small business centers at the different colleges kind of make up the network along with the directors of the network and the subject matter experts that are there. The goal overall with the Small Business Center network is that every resident in North Carolina will be within 30 minutes of a small business center. Okay, so what to expect from a small business center, or at least from the one here at Vance Granville, and that we try to mirror it, across the state. There's three main areas offering advice, direction, training, seminars. Several of the seminars discuss how to start a small business, how to finance your small business, how to write the business plan, market research and marketing. So, is it smart to be opening that type of business? And then record keeping and taxes. So those are some of the topics of the main seminars that are offered. Okay, so again, what to expect? Resource information. Discussing with you about how to apply for small business administration loans, licensing requirements, small business taxes, business books, instructional videos. Okay. And then finally, providing one-on-one counseling. All counseling that's provided to small businesses is confidential. So even there might be a time that I'll see someone walk in and the small business center director, I'll say, hey, who was that? And she's like, can't tell you, because they haven't actually opened their business yet. So it's even, it's even in-house confidential. Free, that counseling, referrals, business planning, business trends, and much more. When it comes to that one-on-one counseling and really working with each small business individually, trying to help meet all of their needs. Okay, at our South Campus in Creedmoor, I just have a couple of pictures here. We are so fortunate and so excited to have our Entrepreneurship Center, small business resource and Entrepreneurship Center. So this first picture here just kind of shows the hallway at our South Campus in Creedmoor where the door is. And then on the inside, just a snapshot of what the resource center looks like. And so in this resource center, there's books, literature. You see all the different books on the shelf there. Computers, technology, resource. Oh, good gracious. I'm having a problem here. I promise I'm not going to break your computer, Reggie. Okay, thank you, Bert. Yeah. Okay. Computers, technology resources, and then meeting space. So if you want to, a person can contact myself, they can contact the administrative assistant, or contact Carolyn Perry, who is the Small Business Center director. She is out of town and couldn't be here today. I'll have her contact information shortly, but you can contact one of us, and we will be happy to reserve your time, in our entrepreneurship center. Okay. Getting back again to entrepreneurship, NACCE, I'm sure some of you all in here have heard of NACCE. It's the National Association of Community College Entrepreneurs. It's the nation's leading organization focused on promoting entrepreneurship through community colleges. Vance Granville is a member of NACCE. Our president, Dr. Rachel Damaris, she signed the President's for Entrepreneurship Pledge in February of 2021. You'll see here, this means, according to the NACCE president and CEO, Rebecca Corbin, the President's for Entrepreneurship Pledge is a way that community colleges, for community colleges to advance entrepreneurship and create jobs across the country. Continuing on with entrepreneurship, we established an entrepreneurship club. It was established at the college in fall of 21. All Vance Granville students are invited to be a member of the entrepreneurship club, to join and attend. I mean, we may have students that are in some of our curriculum classes. Maybe they're thinking about being, a nurse, but maybe on the side they have an idea for opening their own small business, or an idea for they're creating some type of product, and they want to also spend time in the entrepreneurship club and have that kind of going on the side. Our focus is on supporting and assisting students in their entrepreneurial journey and ideas. Focus is also on social entrepreneurship. So as the club together, developing, funding, and implementing solutions to a social, cultural, or environmental issue. So I don't know how many of you have heard of social entrepreneurship, but we've talked with the club members about not only meeting together to again support them in their entrepreneurial journey, but also working together as the club to focus on that social entrepreneurship as well. In November of 2021, that Small Business Resource Library was opened at what used to be at Main Campus, and it was simply an SBC library. And now, of course, we've opened the entire Entrepreneurship Center. They had the grand opening in November of 21 and had a ribbon cutting. As mentioned on the slide a moment ago, computer resources, tech resources, the small business library resources, and the meeting space. And in October of 2022, Vance Granville was actually named the NACCE Community College of the Year. And we are very honored by this recognition. At the conference, we also had two groups that participated in a pitch competition at the NACCE conference. Our executive director of our foundation, Tanya Weary, and associate director, Sherry Jones, they were able to win the pitch for the foundations category for funding the drone and aviation programs. And then our dean, Stephanie Tolbert of Business Applied Tech and Public Service, she won the pitch for the trades competition for the welding department. So we had a great, I was unable to go, but they had a wonderful time at that conference. The college, again, is so excited to be honored by the recognition of being the NACCE Community College of the Year. Okay, our SBC director, as I mentioned, Carolyn Perry, I've got her information shortly on another slide. We do work in all 4 counties that are served by the college, which is Franklin, Granville, Vance, and Warren. And we have collaborative partnerships with lots of groups. I've listed some here. Of course, she collaborates with the chambers, economic development, nonprofits, school personnel, cooperative extensions, and then our entrepreneurial partners. And here is her contact information. There's also a brochure about the Small Business Center on the table. There's several in the middle of the table if you'd like to grab one. Her information is here, and also a hyperlink to our Small Business Center page on our website, where you can see the list of all of the different classes that are offered, and and sign up if you so choose. The services mentioned that are provided by the Small Business Center, they don't all have to happen at the Creedmoor campus where her office is. She can meet a person where they are. She can meet a person at another campus, at a community location. And as I have here, we are planning for the very near future to potentially have a day of the week where she may have some office time at NC Works or some office time at a chamber, other location, etc. It may not be that she's always at her office, 5 days a week. Okay, and then this is just my contact information. If anyone would like to get in touch with me, if you can't get Carolyn, contact me, and we'll make sure we make that connection. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the Small Business Center? Thank you, Bert. Yeah. Yes. No, it's for actual small businesses. Students in the club could ask for time in there as well, but when it was originally set up, it was definitely set for small businesses to rent some time, or not rent, but ask for some time and in there. Goodness, I'm terrible with spatial relations. I would say the room though is it's literally about this size from the wall, from the door back. It's to maybe the bar as another wall. Mm-hmm. And because that picture doesn't really do it justice. That up there. Yeah. Okay. Other questions? Okay. Well, come see us, and like I said, there's brochures in the middle of the table. If y'all have further questions, you can email me, contact me. I have some of my business cards with me as well. Thank you.
I'm so glad we have an overhead because I did not have a speech prepared because I have a video that does it all for you. So a picture's worth 1,000 words. I'd like to first of all thank Duke Energy for having this event, Vance Granville Small Business Center, Sandra for putting this all together. This is my third time doing this one. So I think 2 years ago, my first week, we had our award banquet here, and so it was my first event that I had ever done. We're recognizing the Youngsville ABC as our Small Business of the Year. Last November, our board had received the nominations, and the ABC board had won. And for me, it was exciting because I really didn't know what the ABC board really was. I knew that it was a store. What I didn't know is how much they did for the community. So I'm going to play this really short video and then recognize Bridget Stanley to receive her award. Oh, you can't hear. It's not coming through. Is there a volume on there? Yeah. Yeah, that's all right here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this the old school way. I'm going to turn my screen around, and we're going to play this. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I apologize for this, guys. Let me just turn that off. Just hit that little button on the top. Try this one more time. If not, then I'll sing a song. All right. That was the old school way of showing a video. Are we doing the award, give the awards out right now, or? Okay. And so I remember the grand opening. I showed up for the ribbon cutting about 8 o'clock in the morning, and the line was miles long. And I thought actually the food line next door had a fire or something. They evacuated they were all waiting to get in line for the raffle. And so I was standing there, and these two guys were sitting there. They were there for a couple of days, like waiting to get into the thing, and they were giving out tickets to get inside. So if you got your name drawn, you got to go in and pick a bottle, buy a bottle or whatever. I don't drink, so I have nothing about, anything in there. So I'm standing there doing the ribbon cutting, and she drew a name, and mine was like the fourth one picked. And so all these people were not happy that they sat there for, a day or so, and I got to go in there, and I had no idea what I had purchased. And so I knew when I walked out and people would offer me money for the bottle that I had something. And so since then, I've had people ask me if I'd still sell it. It's sitting in my living room right now. I don't know what I'll actually do with it, but apparently it's worth a lot of money. So that's pretty cool. So our small business of the year for 2022 was the Youngsville ABC. Bridget. There we go. Oh, got a picture here. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, you get a bag too.
Oh.
And then next up is Lauren.
I don't know why I have to go after Richie in his video because that's a tough act to follow. I know, you really need to teach me how to do those videos. But welcome, everybody. My name's Lauren, and I'm the director for the Granville County Chamber of Commerce. So I typically, at events like this, speak off the cuff, but I had to jot a few things down because Trey's a friend, and I could really go on, and we'd be here until 5 o'clock. So I met Trey in 2018. I was living in Raleigh. He was working for WIZS, and he and my dad were going through leadership vents together. And my dad immediately was like, that Trey, he's young, he's got ambition, he's going places. And so I met his wife, we became friends. 4 years ago tomorrow, he DJ'd my wedding. So I'm really speaking from the heart, and I was so excited when he was nominated and chosen for Small Business of the Year for Granville County. So sorry, my notes went away. Okay. So fast forward a couple of years, I started my job at the chamber and always kept in touch with Trey and his family and watched from afar what he was doing with the Next Door Radio that he started up in 2020. And not long after I started my job in downtown Oxford, Trey moved in to downtown Oxford, brought Next Door to Granville County. So I was super excited for him, super excited for us to work together. He has been, sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought, but Trey really is, I know a lot of you in this room know him. He's one of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. His morals, values, he loves his community, his family, his friends. He has a hard time saying no, right, Jamie? We get on him about saying no. And like today, he's working today. He's videoing this for us. All you have to do is ask, and Trey will be there. And he's a pure asset to our community, not just Granville County, but the surrounding counties. He has given our community a platform, a place to be heard, and he truly listens and truly cares. From broadcasting sports to our local talk show to partnerships with the chamber, local government, our schools, nonprofit organizations, you just give people a platform and you let people be heard. And I'm just so proud of you. And like I said, I could go on, and I'm sure I missed some things, but I'm going to end it here because I'll get a little emotional. So congratulations. You are so deserving of this award, and I can't wait to see what you do with Next Door Radio in the future. So congrats, Trey. Okay, so up next is Sandra. Oh, and congrats to all of the winners today, too.
Good afternoon. I am Sandra Wilkerson, and I'm the president for the Henderson-Vance County Chamber of Commerce. And just so that you all know, for the winners, you don't have to just be a member of your chamber. You can join all of our chambers. And we just happen to have a few applications if anybody needs it. So we're always wanting new members. First of all, let me introduce my chamber staff. Vanessa Jones is our director of programs, and Tanya Wilson with the camera over there, the phone, is our director of admin and marketing. And you met Bert Long, our chamber president. Our chamber chair. We call each other, we're all different. We just say we work there. It is my pleasure to be able to participate today and honor our Small Business of the Year for 2022. Small businesses are so vitally important to the successful growth of our small communities, just like Henderson. We are especially grateful for those small businesses because they make up the majority of our chamber members. So we love them. We're so proud and honored to be honoring Killian Engineering Incorporated, led by Michael Killian. Michael could not be here today, but his lovely wife is here, and 3 of the staff that I'm sure that the person that will accept the award today will introduce. They have grown. They are a mechanical, electrical, plumbing, engineering, and fire alarm business that began in 2001 with 1 employee, and it has grown to 5 offices in the surrounding areas. All of this was accomplished through Michael's vision. Killian Engineering partners with many organizations and services that benefit the community. They have assisted Vance County and surrounding communities in a number of ways without any expectation of recognition. They do what they do to provide service and because they believe it's the right thing. Some of the examples of selfless acts of the business are employment of interns from local high schools, consulting work for local churches and schools, and they assisted Vance County High School Career and Technical Education Building Department with the tiny Broadwick House. They're currently working on a project with the new men's shelter. They have also helped with Toy Drive from the Masonic Home in Oxford, along with many other events. They're involved in a recycling program where funds are donated to McGregor Hall. And one of my favorite projects that they were involved in is they constructed a replica of the downtown fire station in Henderson into a doghouse. And the story goes on, that doghouse was put up for auction. The largest bidder awarded it to the Ruin Creek Animal Protection Society. Somebody paid them for it and asked that that doghouse go to the retired fire chief, Danny Wilkerson. So that made Danny Wilkerson and his wife very happy. So that doghouse is in my backyard. It is darling, too. Killian Engineering Incorporated and staff are members of various organizations, clubs, and chambers. They've sponsored golf tournaments, banquets, assisted with the axe donations, children's homes, and local animal shelters. They support Boys and Girl Scouts and local youth groups. They've sponsored events at our chamber and have been participants in the education sessions and the Leadership Vance program. And Rhonda now serves in the 2023 class. As you can see, Killian Engineering Incorporated is very involved and supportive to our community and others as well. On behalf of the Board of Directors, the staff of the Henderson-Vance County Chamber of Commerce, Duke Energy, and the VGCC Small Business Center, I am thrilled to congratulate Killian Engineering Incorporated as the 2022 Small Business of the Year. And accepting is Rhonda Wells. Rhonda has a speech, don't you? I know you do, because she told me she did.
I want to say that it's an honor and a privilege to accept this for Michael. I have been with Michael for on staff for 17 years. We've worked together for over 20. Bobby Pigram is with us today. He is the longest staff member of our company. We've also got Sade. She is in our business development. And then Janelle is Michael's wife, and she also wears a lot of many hats. But it's an honor and a privilege for us to have this award, and we appreciate it very much. Thank you.
And let's take a picture. She's going to get a Okay, up next, Sam.
Last but not least, right? So I'll be honest, I have no presentation, I have no video, I have no notes. But the reason why is my good friend here who has won our award this year, my speech was so good for our annual banquet that I wasn't going to try to top it for this. So you're welcome. But I did chuckle when I got here because I saw the agenda and two of us have a theme, alcohol. So what does that say about 2022, you know? But nonetheless, similarly to a lot of you said, our small business winner of the year was 1792 Beer Co. They are not a brewery, they're a bottle shop. So they do all North Carolina beer. You can come take it to go. You can come have a drink there, sit at the bar, hang out. And while it may be an establishment to come and drink, that establishment does not do just that. On a personal note, my almost 2-year-old has been in there many times. May has even danced on the bar a few times. But it is a place where everyone is welcome. It is a place where you know that you belong when you get there. You don't have to worry about your age, your race, your background, what you ate for breakfast, or what you're going to have for dinner, because they also have food trucks there too. But it's a place where everyone is welcome, and they're very adamant in the community to make sure everyone knows that you're welcome there. As well as community involvement, they are very involved. Kyle, that is here to represent, and the owner, he is one of my board members. His partner, Zach, is also on several other boards. And when they first opened up in 2019, little did they know 4 months later, the world was shutting down. So you got new people that just moved to town, opened up a new business, and then all of a sudden they're told they can't open their doors anymore. So here we are 4 years later. They're thriving. They're really staples in our community. As my board member is here, he's a phenomenal community member, a phenomenal board member, and he's the one I can always go to for the after meeting. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about. So without further ado, please put your hands together for Kyle James, owner of 1792 Beer Company.
Awesome. Let's give everyone another round of applause. Yes. I have one of the best jobs right now, and that is just to say, again, thank you everyone for coming and being here to recognize these awesome businesses in our community. We appreciate you all, the businesses, and we want to congratulate each one of you: Youngsville ABC Store, Next Door Radio, Killian Engineering Incorporated, and 1792 Beer Company. We appreciate you all making our communities your home for your businesses, and we appreciate all the contributions that you all have provided to us. We've shared them all, and I know that you're doing even more than what was shared on today, and you're a valued business, and we hope that you feel that. And we also hope that you would continue to utilize your Chamber of Commerce, your small business centers, and other organizations within the community to continue to support you and help you in any way that we possibly can. Again, thank you, congratulations, and we are so proud of each one of you. You are well deserving. Thank you.